Just so you know, Karen is up here saying how beautiful the bride looks right now. And she's got tears in her eyes. Stand up, Karen, so everyone can say hello to Karen, our host.
The groom looks good, too. I know.
Karen looks great.
So we get the whole crowd here.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's like the difference in height between.
I'm on, but
Yeah, that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
You probably are too.
John starting.
Everyone could stand up. And her mother was right. She looks beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Brendan Sheehan, and it is a great, great pleasure. I'm a judge in Cuyahoga County, and it's a great pleasure to preside over this ceremony for Michael and Amber. Now, family and friends, Amber and Michael have invited you here tonight to witness and celebrate in a day they have much awaited. The day they become husband and wife. They only find it fitting that all of you here present today are here because they become the persons they become by virtue of the love and friendship all of you here have given them. Now, tonight they wish to join these two lives into one, creating a new shared circle of family and friends. A circle they will always look and rely upon to nurture and support this union. All of you here are here to witness, must dedicate yourselves to the continuing task of helping them in all ways possible to meet the challenges of a marriage pledged to honest struggle, open words, and shared lives. All of you must be there to listen and guard this marriage against all forces which may threaten its bond. Marriage is an asset to our community, and as members of Amber and Michael's closest community, each of you is charged with this duty. Now, Amber and Michael, matrimony is the highest manifestation of true love. It should not be entered into casually, but should possess reverence, consideration, and comprehension of the responsibilities involved. Because of this, and under promises not to be violated, and complying with these promises, your life together will be full of happiness and peace. And let no other promise be as sacred as those you're about to enter into here today. Now, Amber and Michael came together here tonight to recognize this strong bond that exists, a bond strong enough to turn into a lifetime commitment. Amber and Michael, through this marriage, accept and cherish the likeness and differences you find in each other. Most of all, look forward to the strength and support you will always offer each other. As everyone out here could tell you, life is always changing. Welcome this new and exciting challenge together. At the same time, your love should give you enough strength to stand apart, to seek out your unique destiny, to take your place in this world. All of us here wish for you a love that makes both of you better people, that continues to give you the joy and zest for living, and that provides you with the energy to face the responsibilities of life. Tonight's celebration of human affection is an outward sign of a sacred and inward commitment. Such a union can only be created by loving persons, be maintained by abiding will, and be renewed by human feelings and intention. In this spirit, these two people stand here before us tonight. Now, Michael's uncle, Jim, is here tonight, who has wrote a poem for these two individuals. And I want Uncle Jim to step forward here and read this poem. Where's Uncle Jim? All right. We're going to wait for this train to go by first. Jim says it's going to be about 20 more minutes.
Just go ahead because it needs a little background.
For those of you who stand, you can be seated. There you go.
Okay, this is called the Sojourns on the occasion of Amber and Michael's wedding. Louder?
Wait.
We're gonna wait. This is too important to let the trains. We're gonna wait for the train to go by.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get you to stand.
There we go.
Okay, good. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Thank you. And I want to thank Amber and Michael for allowing me to be a part of this very nice ceremony. Important. This is called Sojourn on the occasion of Amber and Michael's wedding. And there's an epigraph, that's a little thing before the poem. And it's a quote, finger painting, folded up in my back pocket is a picture of my love holding my hand across the breakfast table, dipping his other hand into my glass of orange juice. From a poem by Amber Pompeii. Little Italy. Quitting time at the trattoria, but it is still flashing with garlic and the smell of gold chains on the Lotharios who won't go away. All evening, the marinara was bubbly, but the waitress is staring too often into spaces between the tines of the forks. They remind her of Mom's surgery tools, an aortic clamp. Her look seems to say, I'd rather be brewing tea in Bombay. Downtown Cleveland. A bartender is cradling 6 Elliott Nesses under one arm while talking tribe. He never announces he is taking his talents to South Washington, while his mother dances her talents to Longboat, and his dad schleps his talents to the woods to grouse intelligently with grouse. Youngstown. Decades ago, the bartender is a small, darling boy staring intensely into Youngstown, Austintown, and the towns on his busty aunts. Granny lady, even Situ and Grandma Ada. Lorain County, Michael will explain that to you later. Lorain County, a worker from Heating and Plumbing, Inc. has been called out in midwinter, squatting like a catcher in an old-timers game. He tries to start a pilot light in a freezing basement, peeking over his belt 1 3/4 inches of his crack. Funneling a draft, but nobody is there to cackle at this hackneyed, half-assed joke of the working class. Seattle. Louis licks a canoe paddle, and Amber looks reflectively at Puget Sound and wonders if anyone has seen the arm to her sunglasses. California. Amber and Michael get out of their van and proclaim in unison, the sidewalks in San Francisco look much the same as sidewalks from other parts of the world. Vermilion. Now here we are, all of us in real time, looking at this lovable couple. The groom, sired by incurable irony, nursed by gullible surrealism. The bride, bright, edgy sweetness. In vitro, she listened to the music of Fogelberg and Rush. Hingetown. Many years from now, with the pilot light still flickering, friends are passing around a popular oceanside photo of Amber and Michael hugging each other. Below the photo is Michael's heartfelt and beautiful caption. This is a picture of us in an embrace. Amber and Michael, we're so happy you're back in Cleveland, where all of us can embrace both of you again.
There's some talent here. All right. We are here then tonight to celebrate a love, as you heard through Uncle Jim's poem, which Amber and Michael have for one another, and to give recognition to their decision to accept each other totally and permanently. So with that being said, Amber and Michael, if you have both duly considered the relationship upon which you are now about to enter, please manifest that fact by joining your right hands. Now, just for the purposes of this, since I know Michael and Amber long enough, I think I can say this. Raise your really high, really high. Notice everyone, Michael's hand's on top right now. This will be the last time Michael will ever have the upper hand in this relationship, all right? All right. Sorry. Michael, do you take this woman, whose right hand you now hold, to be your lawfully wedded wife? And do you promise before this family and friends of this community that you will be true and devoted husband and friend, true to her in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, in prosperity and in adversity, to protect and to support her, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto her until death do you part? I do. Amber, do you take this man, whose right hand you now hold, to be your lawfully wedded husband? And do you promise before this community of family and friends that you will be true and devoted wife and friend, true to him in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, in prosperity and in adversity, to protect and to support him, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto him until death do you part?
I do.
Now that Amber and Michael have given and pledged their faith to each other in the bonds of matrimony, and have witnessed that faith before this community by joining their hands and exchanging of vows, I do, by the virtue of the authority given to me by the state of Ohio, to pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. All right, you guys ready? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor to introduce the first time Amber and Michael. And Amber told me to tell everyone the bar is open. All right.
Amber, you want to walk back down?